Medical. Josh Sprain is out, right ankle sprain. DLive is out with the right knee sprain.
Anything concerned about DLives long term, Jason, beyond tonight's game?
Concern, I don't know the right word is concern. It could be 2 weeks where he could be out, but we'll see how he feels. We'll take it day by day, but hopefully he's back sooner than later.
The NBA announced Luka today as the Western Conference Player of the Month for the second straight month. As a coach, how much joy you get out of coaching a guy like that?
Yeah, I think with the last 2 months, he's been Player of the Month. You can see as a leader, he's put us in a position with our record being fifth. He's playing at a very high level. I think he's one of the best players in the world. He's definitely going to be in a discussion of MVP. It's pretty cool. He wins Player of the Week and then also Player of the Month. So he's playing at a high level. But the group around him, his teammates, are also playing at a high level to help him. And so that's also fun to watch.
Jason, tonight will be, I think, Kyrie's 26th straight game, and Luka's played 25 of the last 26. Ordinarily, you might be tempted to looking for a way to give them a break, but will you be able to do that here with all these games being so meaningful?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's cool that those guys are played that many games together. But I think when you look at, we're just taking one game at a time. What's in front of us is Golden State. We got to, understand they're a challenge on both ends, and as the week goes on, there will be communication of where we stand and what we can do. But this has been an incredible road trip. We've started in Utah. We've come to California twice and had to go back to Texas. And so just understanding that we're just focused on Golden State. And as we go forward, somewhere over the weekend we could talk about, where we stand. Can we get those guys some rest? But right now, it's full go and those guys are playing.
A little off topic, but very off topic. But I heard you visited Kid Select this morning. Was it a practice or what was the setting?
Good question. Last night actually, they had practice at Skyline College, so I went over and watched the young ladies practice. It was something that I don't get, during the season to spend time with the young ladies, and so to see them practice was fun.
And then was there a lot of buzz about Jordan? I don't know if the game's going on right now or.
Yeah, well, Jordan Lee was a McDonald's All-American. She participated in the game. She was in Houston when we were in Houston. We just missed each other with her obligations. It just didn't work out. But for our program to have a All-American and also a McDonald All-American, it's pretty special. And for her to go to UT, the University of Texas, is also pretty cool.
With DLive gone for at least a week or two, how does it feel in this time, him being hurt, to have more depth?
Yeah, it's always good to have depth in the sense of our center position. We have, when you talk about Maxey, you look at DP, we'll get time tonight. We can go small with PJ at the 5 if we have to. To be able to have guys who can play center with DLive out is good. Also, it probably brings in some of the smalls because we don't want to run minutes up here with some of the other guys. So DP will play DLive's minutes, and he's ready to go. So we'll see how that goes. But we do have the luxury of being able to hit Maxey at the 5 or even play at PJ at the 5.
Hey, Coach. Thinking back to your expectations during training camp all the way back then to where you are now, what do you think has kind of surprised you the most about your team?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the biggest thing, it wasn't about wins and losses. It was just about the chemistry. and trust. And that started in Abu Dhabi and continued into Madrid. And I think when we left Madrid, you could see the chemistry and trust, starting with our two leaders, Luka and Kai, was at a high. And so I wouldn't say that's surprising, but that definitely checked the box that we were all working on. And to see those two, with the chemistry and trust on and off the floor at a very high level, as a coaching staff, we felt very comfortable that this was going to be a good year. Now, we didn't expect to have all the injuries, early on in the season, but it also just showed that the team was ready to come out. You're going to be judged sometimes on single games, and sometimes you're judged on the season. But again, the trust and the chemistry that those two have set, the bar for everybody else, definitely helped us become a team through the good and through the bad. And so it's been great. There's nothing that surprises me. It's cool to see a team come together and be a team, especially playing at the highest level right now here in March and April. Thanks.